Hello there, Mr. Sutton here, bringing you the AB Calculus 3-1 Extra Practice Number 1 solutions on the power rule. To find the derivative on this one, we can just go left to right using the power rule. This first one will just have negative 2x, and then derivative of 3 is just 0 because that's a constant, so we're done. To find the derivative of this function, I'm going to rewrite this with a negative exponent as 6x to the negative 8. So now I can use the power rule. Negative 8 times 6 is negative 48. This will be x to the negative 8 minus 1, so that's going to be negative 9. To find this derivative, I just use the power rule from left to right. So I've got negative 24, x to the negative 6 minus 1 is negative 7. Then we have negative 6 times negative 8 is 48, x to the negative 9 if we subtract 1 from negative 8. For this derivative, I can just use the power rule going left to right. Derivative of 1 is just 0. Derivative of negative x is negative 1. Derivative of 2, our x squared, is going to be 2x. And then for this one, I'm going to have negative 3x to the 2 if I subtract 1 from 3. To find the derivative of this function, I've almost got everything I need ready to go, but I'm going to rewrite this last one with a fractional exponent. So this is going to be 10x to the 4 over 9. Let me go ahead and use the power rule on this now. Going from left to right, I've got negative 10 times 6 over 5. So that's going to be negative 60 over 5, or negative 12. And that's going to be times x to the 6/5 minus 5/5, so that's 1/5. Next, I've got 7 times 5/8. That's 35/8. X to the, 5/8 minus 8/8 is negative 3/8. And then for this last one, I've got 10 times 4/9, so 40 over 9, times x to the 4/9 minus 9/9. That's going to be negative 5/9. To find the derivative for this function, I'm going to simplify this denominator and then rewrite this as x to some negative power. So this denominator, if I cube the 3 and the x squared, that's going to be 27x to the 6th. And then I can convert this to be just, 9 over 27, that's 1/3. So negative 1/3 x to the negative 6th power. Now I'm going to go ahead and actually use the power rule because I haven't taken a derivative yet. So negative 1/3 and negative 6, that multiplies to 2. And we have x to the negative 6 minus 1, so x to the negative 7. To find this derivative, I'm going to take my power rule going left to right. So we've got negative 100 x to the 9th. 6 is just a constant, so that derivative is 0. Next, we've got, negative 8 and negative 9. That's 72, positive 72. X to the negative 8 minus 1 is negative 9th power. To figure out this derivative, let me rewrite this as an exponent. So this is really x to the 5 over 7. Using my power rule, I've got 5/7. X to the, 5/7 minus 1 is going to be minus 7/7, so that's negative 2/7. To find this derivative, I just need to use my power rule going left to right. So I've got 12x to the 3rd, plus this will be 6x squared, minus 2 times 24 is 48x to the 1st. And this will be just 10, and derivative of 7 is just 0 because 7 is a constant. To figure out the derivative of this function, let me rewrite this as a fractional negative exponent. So I can rewrite this as negative 12 times x to the negative 5 over 3. So using my power rule now, this is going to be, negative 12 times 5 over 3. That's 60 over 3 is 20. And we'll have x to the negative 5/3 minus 3/3 is negative 8/3. To find this limit, we just have to recognize this is the limit form of a derivative. This is really the function 5x to the 7th that they're asking us to take the derivative of. F prime of this is just going to be 35x to the 6th. And we're done.